What's up? Do you guys like the cool little timer thing? Cool. So, we're streaming again. We are back this time with Fitful, designing on Android. Currently, that's the first app we're going to work on is the Android app. I made a decision to actually go to Figma instead of Penpot because I was having a lot of problems with Penpot. It is a pretty neat software, but it's just not quite mature enough for me. Too many bugs, and it's very unreliable in that sense. Figma, was kind of hesitant to use it just because, you know, the whole Adobe stuff, not very enticing that way. But I found out that you could actually get unlimited files with a free account if you just use it in your drafts folder right here instead of like creating a whole project and a team and everything. So we're just going to do that instead, use Figma because the tooling for Figma is a lot better. So they have like material, it's like they have material design, they have Apple UI kits, I'm pretty sure. Everything should be pretty good for Figma. I was having a little bit of problems with that with Penpot, just from like the material was kind of, it was very small. The tooling, you know, like I said, the tooling wasn't really great. Small material library that they had. They didn't even have an Apple one. I looked for it. They didn't have it at all. So I would have had to do that completely on my own. I know I know Figma has an Apple thing somewhere. I need to find it, but at least it'll be there for when we get to it. But anyway, let's go ahead and I guess just start designing. We'll do it pretty much from scratch because I didn't really have a whole lot last time. And now that I kind of know what I want to do, it shouldn't take very long. What's up, Mason? I think you're still here, probably. We'll see. Let me just get all this stuff. Okay, cool. Also try to tweak the mic and everything, so hopefully it sounds okay. Am here, very cool. Hopefully the mic sounds okay. One thing I forgot that I really like about Figma is that components now have state, or not state, what's the word? Properties, whatever, I'm not sure. In other words, I don't have to make a different component for day mode and night mode. I can just like have one component and then change its state to be day or night mode, and then that saves very... All I have to say is okay, cool to trigger your Google Home. I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, though, like I can create one component, and I'll go ahead and do that here. Let's make a new frame, they're called in Figma. I'm more familiar with Penpot just because that's what I've been using, but Figma should be, dang it, I wish I would have triggered it. Figma should be fine, though. So, let's see, they have Apple Watch stuff. They have, I could just say, okay, Google. Maybe it'll hear me that time. MacBook Pro. Let's see. They have Android small and large. I'm not quite sure what. I guess we'll use Android large. It seems okay, right? I'm going to go ahead and bring this up to my second screen real quick, just because. See if I can find a material design kit for... I have a Material 3 Figma design kit. Sounds pretty nice. I won't lie. Actually, I don't know. Mason, you're the only one in the chat right now. Yeah, Figma does look very similar to Envision. You're the only one in the chat. So I feel like I know what your answer is going to be because none of the other people are in here that would, you know, weigh in. So I'll leave it up to you. First of all, I actually don't have an Android device, so I don't know this. Is Material 3 pretty much like standard now? Is it wide, like it was a beta, like it's actually material design on Android? Because if so, then that just, I don't have to ask my question. My question would have been, should I use Material 2 or 3? But if Material U is, which is Material 3, if that's just mainstream enough now, then I'll just use that instead, and I won't actually, you know. So anyway, we said, I know you do in Flutter, but like for Android in general, is Android pretty standard? Like if you go on Android app right now, is it going to be in Material 3 or is it going to be in Material 2? Or I guess I could Google it. I just know you have a Pixel, so. Let's see. I guess we'll go with Material 3. Yeah. Okay. Looks like I'm dropping frames right now pretty heavily, I'd say. So hopefully everything turns out okay. I know streaming in 4K is pretty rough. I haven't actually been able to figure out how to not stream in 4K. Like I know how to on mine, tough because of the whole moving stocks to Material 3. So I wouldn't say. Okay. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there, I guess. Let's just work right now on getting our material design UI kit into Figma, and then we will start working. Interesting. See what they have. Styles. What components does this have? I have it on my other screen right now. So definitely much larger than the pen pot one. Badges, bottom app bars. Okay. And this is actually published by Material Design. I don't know if the last one was. The last one might have been a community one or Penpot owned. Not sure. Buttons look good. Cards and stuff look really good. I think I'm gonna go with this toolkit just because it looks like it's gonna be the best choice. I have it up on my second monitor at the top. I'll just copy and paste stuff down. So we'll just do that. Okay, back to the thing. Let's do the app bar. Wherever that is. Do they even have, yeah, top app bar. Top app bars. Oh, and they have links to all the material design guidelines. How fun is that? I'm not going to get the cool system thing that they had. That's one thing I actually did appreciate. But it's not the end of the world. Android will take care of it for me. Like, it'll obviously have that on there. So it's not like I need that. It was really just to make the design look a little more fresh. Whatever. I'm not seeing a top app bar for this. I won't lie. Like I see a top app bar, but I don't see a top app bar. I just see what it's supposed to look like. Oh, do I have to like? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like Material 3 apps have 20 padding around the edges, which is fine. There are variants to it, which is scary. Whoa. Okay. We'll just grab the app bar, but it's wrapped in a container, and the background color of said. Oh, oops. What is the background color here? They have Material 3 light surface. Okay, interesting. The color is. And they have a whole sort of typography thing here. Styles. No. Okay. Whoa. Sorry, I'm going to take 2 seconds to get all this stuff. It'll just take just a second. Why won't it, will it not give me the, oh gosh. I just want like the color for it. Just give me like the color of this one. Surface, yes, I see that, but I want the actual value. Okay, gosh. One thing, what was it called? Sys. Should be a color. Where's the color at? The colors aren't in assets. They're, where are they at? Okay, whatever. We will roll with it. I'm gonna just copy this whole thing. Look at this. I pulled this straight from material design. What is the border radius on this container? I guarantee you it's gonna be, okay, 16. I can make that happen. This is a whole component. What style is it? Or what's the size of it? That's what size I'll make my app or my frame. 452, 1048. No problem. 452, 1048. Are you bigger now? Are you gonna fit my thing? Yes. Very cool. And there's our watching. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's get to it. So I need to fill this with something. Obviously, it filled it with white because, you know, sorry if my thing on my keyboard or my desk was loud. I want the color. Where's the color on Figma? Is there a way to get colors? Document colors? Yes. Okay, so if I go up here. Oh, that's fun. Where's it at? Here. And I go to here. Can I detach? I can. Okay. I got the color, and then I'll reattach it. Boom. That's what's up. So, we're first of all going to move this. Oh, that's, yeah. We'll move the actual frame out of the way. 20 border radius. That looks good. And then we'll give it a fill of this right here. Fill. Boom. Then we're going to make that a color. Document colors. We are going to... Whoa, what the heck? I didn't know you could do that. How fun. Anyway, back to where I was at. How do I add this to the document? Can I just... I don't know how to add it. Time to Google. Figma, how to add color to styles. Layer 4 dots. Oh, okay. Here, color styles. Oh, I could have just done that. Oh. Very cool. Okay. Add the new one. The new color style will be called, I'll just say M3 surface background light. That's what it is. Android material design. I'll just say material 3 surface background color. Boom, create style. There we go. Now I have it. Very cool. Man, did I straight up lose the stream? We good? We still here? My internet is not having a very good time right now. Looks like it's good now. Hope I didn't drop. This is very frustrating. I'm gonna go out like for a little bit because I'm gonna see if I can switch to a new internet that I have and see if that'll work out better for me. So give me a few minutes to reconnect. Just hang out. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, looks like we're back. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully. Should be good. Maybe at least a little more consistent. I'm not sure. We'll have to get that figured out. That's one thing I dislike about the MacBook is it's too powerful for my internet. No, looks like we're good. Yeah, looks like we're good. Okay, I think we can roll with this. That was good. Okay, back to this. So I need a container in here that has 20 pixels of padding, but instead of doing that, also, I think in Figma there are rulers, no? Frame, section, slice, I don't care. I want a ruler. Do you have rulers? Quick action, ruler. Show rulers, yes please. Drag one of these on. Yes. Oh, it's perfect because it actually does. I think it's local. And it looks like my connection's stable, so we'll rock with that. Yes, it's local positioning. How awesome is that? So now I can add these guidelines on here. 20 pixels. And everything will snap to that. And we'll be good to go. So let's zoom out a little bit. I need 20 on the bottom as well. Okay, I'll take a 5.5 second delay. That'll work for me. So that's at the bottom. And then if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can't do arrow keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That might be it. Oh, it jumped. Ah, it's fine. 10 seconds isn't bad. Not the end of the world. 8.5. I'm cool with that. I'm going to say that's 20 because I'm pretty sure it is. And then we'll drag another one over. Click that. There we go. Okay, now we have our guidelines on our frame. That's going to be our 20 pixel stuff that we have going around. Now we can add everything in accordance to that on the actual frame and design off of that, right? So here's the app bar. Copy. Paste that bad boy over. Ooh, look at that. It's beautiful. And there we go. We have an app bar. I'm going to command click into this to get rid of, where's this? Leading icon. Don't need you. Oh, it hid it, but I don't want to hide it. I want to delete it. I might not be able to because it's from, let's see if I can delete it. Show hide, rename, group, detach, instance, yes. Delete. Okay, very cool. Trailing icon. Delete. Now we just have our title here. Change the text inside to dashboard. And there is our app bar for the dashboard. So now we have our material design frame thing. The only other icons we'll actually have on the app bar are going to be back icons. So we will eventually have leading and trailing. For now, since this is just like the main screen of the app, we only want a title because we don't have any navigation stuff on it, right? So like in this, you see there's a drawer button here. We won't need that. Yeah, at the moment, we might eventually, but for now, I don't think I'll need it. An account icon. You know, I guess. I don't know. I think we'll keep that in the bottom nav. Speaking of, let's go ahead and grab that. That's top. Text, tab, switch. Snack, slider. Radio progress, navigation rail, navigation drawer, navigation bar. So I want the navigation bar icon label 3. Yep. I think that's what I want. So I'm going to copy, go back to Figma, paste it in, and I also figured out how to get all of the components in without like, ooh, it looks like it's just a hair too big, but I'm pretty sure bottom nav, pretty sure the bottom nav needs to extend all the way out, yeah? and then down. Is that what that's supposed to look like? I don't know. I don't mess with Material 3. I won't lie. I don't mess with it, but that doesn't look too shabby, right? This background color that we're using here is going to be our, where's it at? New navigation bar, segment 1. Of course, they segmented these. Okay, so these are still designs, or the colors that they have. So secondary container must be like on container, not shabby at all. Let's go ahead and bring in our icons, I'd say. Let's do it. And first, let's make sure they don't have them in here. I don't think they do, but you never know. Icon button, floating action button, dialogue. Ooh, dialogues look so good in Material 3. I'm going to actually bring this down because that looks so good. Look at how good these look. Those are nice. That is a nice looking dialogue. Okay, Apple, take notes. That is good looking. Look at all these. That is beautiful. Man. And they look so good in dark mode. Wow, that looks awesome. That looks so good. Well, now I need to find an excuse to use a dialogue. Just kidding. There will be plenty of places. We'll have a dialogue that we'll use when you want to delete something, I'm sure. Clear all of your cache. Not clear your cache. You can do that from system settings. Clear your all of your logged workouts. Something. I'm not sure. We'll have a, are you sure you want to do it? This action cannot be undone. And they'll have yes or no with the destructive thing on here. Man, that looks good. Okay, cool. Date pickers, chips. So I was thinking for chips, one thing that we can do is we could probably add a system, and maybe I should take notes on this, actually. Have notes for the app. I don't have any notes. So, look, there's the manifesto, guys. No, it's notes for the channel here. I have a bunch of stuff on here. Look at that. Let me get rid of that and undo the full screen on here. I called it the manifesto as a joke. I'm not a, you know. Okay, let's go pull up a new note here. We'll call this Fitful Notes. Okay, first thing that we want to do is probably, I could have just done a quick note. What am I doing? I'm so goofy. Quick note, if you guys don't know, very cool stuff. It's called Fitful Notes. Okay, let's think. What are some things we want to do? We want to probably delete, or I guess like ability to delete all logged workouts with a confirmation dialog. We want to be able to filter workouts by using chips. I guess I should also make note this is for Android, because for iOS, we'll have iOS specific things by using chips. What else do we want to be able to do? We want to be able to, had an idea. Oh yeah. Assign icons, and I'll actually tab this in. Assign icons to workouts / routines so that you can use those to filter using the chips. Maybe have these be by routine name / like muscle group. We could actually have built-in muscle groups. Actually, that might be good. Built-in muscle groups, chips. Have built-in muscle groups with the ability to add your own with their own icons. There we go. And then what we'll do is, if we go back to Figma, we will have these chips up here that you can use, kind of like if you think, I don't actually have an example of it, You have to leave in 3 minutes. No, that's fine. We'll stream for a little bit. I wasn't going to do a super long stream tonight anyway. But we'll use these chips as like these, like icon, label and icon right here. So that you can use them to filter your like your workouts on the dashboard. So maybe we'll have a row of them with the filter button. Yeah, so okay, here's what we're gonna do. And I actually should have probably kept this. We're gonna go back over here. I'm like scatterbrain, but I'm thinking right now. This is the thinking stage. Also, those progress indicators, beautiful. We're gonna use that as well. I have a plan for that already. Segmented button. Actually, would we want to use a chip or would we want to use a segmented button? Segmented button might make more sense. Let's see what it says. Segmented button. Segmented buttons help people select options, switch views, and sort elements. That sounds exactly like what we want to do. And then date picker, no. Okay, chips. Help people enter information, make selections, filter content, or trigger actions. Trips, it is. We'll use a chip for that. We'll have a whole row of chips at the top that you can scroll. It'll be a lazy row. You can do a chip, and then, yeah. Anyway, back to what I was doing. We're actually going to do, well, okay, we'll get back to that. We're not there yet. Let's just keep on actually trying to work on the app, yeah? So this is your dashboard. We're going to have cards in here, probably with this color, I'd imagine, I'd say. I'm actually going to get rid of this component because we don't need that. And we need icons. So let's do material icons. Material 3 icons. See if we can get those. The material 3 icons look good. Look at that. Icons catalog. Very cool. So what do we want? We want a dashboard. And we'll download that as an SVG. Bring that up into here. What size is this? It's got to be small. 12 by 12. Small indeed. Lock that. 12 by 12. Guess you can see that. That's fine. We will delete that and bring that into here. And what do I want to do? I want to center it in every direction. I can't though. This has a badge. I don't need a badge. I don't need a badge. Get rid of that. That actually needs to be filled. Whoopsies. Fill it. Same thing. Delete. Go over here. Drag it in. There's our SVG. 12 by 12. Okay. Yeah, I will. Delete that. This needs to go in here. Ooh. There you go. Cool. What color is that though? Actually, you know what? I've seen this on other streams, and I think I'm just going to keep it the same. Is that we will leave these icons blank like this. We'll change the labels. So like this will be dashboard. This will be, what did I say? Workouts. And then like profile or something. We'll leave those in there. Let me get rid of the badge here. We'll leave the labels like that. We'll leave the icons blank like that. And the reason is because we can just put them in Android. Android will figure it out, right? By Android, we'll figure it out. I mean, we will put the icons in and then it'll look good. But for the app, we'll figure out what icons we want to use later. It doesn't matter. So that's our basic screen right there. Now, let's think a little bit. So, I don't need the symbols anymore. The icons, yeah, I mean, those look good. I will need a back button eventually. Okay. We had, what was it, like new workout, or it was workouts actually. Oops. This will go here. And let's actually create a few screens. So I like to lay out my designs by doing them in left to right, horizontal, in order of like how you would do it. But since I'm going to have different flows for different screens. So for example, the workout screen is technically its own screen and it's part of the main like navigation row, the navigation bar. So I technically would put it next to it, but if you tap on an actual workout card on here, it's going to take you to the workout screen. So that's when I want to have a horizontal, have it in its own row here because it's kind of like a flow, right? So this one, I'll just say arms. This is going to have a back arrow, which means I need to get that's the icons. What am I doing? Go over to top app bars here, and I'm going to get this one. Let me look. Also, they look so good at night too. They look so good in dark mode. Now, how we're going to do that with dark mode, I'm not sure. We'll probably just copy and paste the exact same flow and do it. But anyway, copy that. Go back to here. Delete that. Paste it in. I would love for this to line up with the... Why are you not doing it? Oh, there you go. You're lined up. Okay, cool. Now this, I can get rid of that. I don't need that. This, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of that because that was, oh, it's an auto layout, yeah. We'll just change this to arms for now. This, I want to delete, but it's not gonna center it if I do. That's gonna be a problem. Anyway, let's do, they actually have a back arrow here. Where's it at? Small, flat. Yeah, this looks okay, but I like the title being centered. So which one is this? You have a leading icon here. Copy that. Go back into here. Paste it. I want it to overlay. Of course, though, I need it to be a part of the... So let's get rid of that and that. Oh, that's the navigation bar. Workouts. Oh, right. This is called individual, or I'll just say like workout detail. Because that's what it is. It's a workout detail. Where are you? Oh, you're not on the frame. That would make a lot of sense. No. Yeah, so let's go back to workout detail. Cool. Drag this into the workout detail. Now I'm going to drag the leading icon. Oops. There's the leading icon there. Drag that there. To on top. Okay, let's try deleting that. And then putting this in. I can't because I need to detach it. So let's detach instance, delete, and then move that up to there. There's our back button. Only problem is we have a profile picture, but you know what we might actually have is a trailing icon. Let's take a look. Let's think. Let's see what other fitness apps do. Let's see what they do. they do actually have trailing icons. And yeah, okay. You know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. So let's see what they look like. 3 vertical dots. That's the one I want right there because that's like show more. So let's click on this one. Leading. Where's the trailing? This one. Copy. And then we'll go do the same thing we did here. So paste it in. And then delete that. Look at that. There's our app bar. We will not have a bottom bar on this screen because we will not need it because we're not on the main navigation. We're just going to have a top bar. Cool. So that is that. Now we need to actually start thinking about content. Yeah. So, let's look. We want cards. Is there like a cards tab? Switch, snack bars, sliders, segmented button, search. I don't know if I want to do search. Progress indicator. That'll be good for the active workout. So like, okay, let's think. These progress indicators look good, especially like the loading ones. Navigation rail. I don't think we'll need one of those, but I could be wrong. Or the drawer, I mean. Navigation bar, we already have that. Well, anyway, let's see if we can at least do the 3 copy paste. This will go under because this will be profile. So let's change this to profile, which I'm not too fond, or not fond, like I'm not married to the idea, so that could be something different. And this could be like, I don't know, John, because that's your profile name. I don't know. We'll say John Doe. John Doe. Very cool. And now let's work on getting these things to be outlined. So segment 1, 2, and 3. That's not going to change the order. What am I doing? Okay, this definitely... Oh, these have... Oh, wow. Oh, they have... Oh, that's so cool. State. I just want it to be inactive. And the state is not hovered, not focused, not pressed. Just enabled, I guess. Oh man, that's so cool. Look at that. Badge, none, labeled text. Whoa, that's so crazy. Well, now I shouldn't have gotten rid of the badge because had I known... I mean, we're not going to need it probably. Hope not, at least. Okay. Well, that's cool. So, turn off the label and everything. So that's not activated. Let's go here to Figma. State is enabled. Sure. Now we will make this active. Oh, that's nice. That's beautiful. Anyway, go to Figma. The profile screen, segment 1 is going to be inactive. Segment 3 is going to be active. There we go. Okay, so now let's think of flows and then we'll start working on screens. So when you go to the dashboard, you're going to have a few things. You're going to have a... this would be less of a workout detail, more of a routine detail, right? So this would be like you have a list of your routines and then you have a specific routine, but the routine just goes over, and by routine, what I mean is like one set of things that you're doing at the gym. So, for example, like arms. I'm using arms here as an example. This would be, if you have like a curl or something, you'd have like your curls, you'd have your, what else do you do on arm day? Why am I blanking? Really just curls and stuff, right? So like you could have a barbell curl, you could have like a preacher curl, a dumbbell curl. That would be like a routine, because those are things that you would do at the gym. Whereas up here, these would be actual logged workouts. So this would be like almost the same thing, but not quite the same thing. And because this would be a specific workout that you did at the gym. So like the dashboard, you have a card on here with a workout. Maybe it would have a few badges on it that show you like, oh, you did well, you didn't do well here, you improved, whatever. You hit 5 new PRs or something. So then you'd have a few badges on that. You can tap on that card and it would move you, it would navigate you to a new screen. That would be the workout detail. Whereas the routine detail would just tell you like what workouts you have in a routine, and this is where you would be able to modify your routines and stuff. So maybe I should call this like routine detail. I don't know. We'll stick with it. This can go over here instead of a dashboard. This will be your workout detail. And here we'll just say legs. And we're actually going to steal this app bar because it's the exact same one we want here. Paste. No, delete. Workout detail, navigation bar, top app bar, delete. Go up here, paste it. There you go. This would be legs. I'm already enjoying the tooling that we have for Figma a lot more. Cool. So this is kind of what flows are we going to have? Also, why is this thing like 50 pixels long? What is that all about? Oh, I must not have added that to the actual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There you go. There's your 20 pixels of padding. Although I guess we don't need it if we have a bottom nav. For these, we will. Like for these ones that aren't going to have it. Are we going to have a bottom nav for this? No. Which means that we are going to want to have... Whoa, what am I doing? Let's see if I can... Is that lined up? Nope. Wait. There we go. That's 20 pixels. I like Figma a lot. So here is where we would want our information about this specific workout. So let's see what components we have. We're not going to be needing those or anything like that. Those are too small for what we want. Okay, so these are fabs. We're probably going to be using one. Date picker, I'd say we will need one of these because we'll want to be able to log a workout that was at a different date. So for example, if I like went to the gym but I forgot to log it but I still wanted to log it, I should be able to do that. I think that'd be cool. Like that makes sense. So we can do that. So that'd be a date and probably a date and time picker. Do they have date and time here somewhere? I think this one, the first one here, is probably going to be the smoothest. But obviously you're not going to want to move, or not move, but you're not going to want to log a workout to a day that hasn't happened yet. So I don't know if you can do that or not. Let's see what this has to say. Can you do that? Date pickers. That is a drop-down date picker, which I kind of like the modal better. It pops up. I like that. I think that'd be fine. Um, Okay, well, we don't even have to worry about that right now because that's not what we're doing. For now, we wanted to look at stuff at the top. So, chips might be good. Oh, chip is more of a button. So we might not even want that. What are these, cards? Yes. Buttons, bottom sheet, badges. So we don't want a badge. We want something more like we want something more of just like a label, like text almost with some sort of emoji on it. Or not even an emoji. We could do icons too. So this would be like, I don't know how many things of padding we want on it. Guessing this is Roboto. If I had to guess. Yeah, Roboto regular 22. Let's go see what the typography is. Assets. Typography. Here we go. We do have typography. What pages do they have? Styles. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, this is awesome. Great. This will be good. Oh. These are like go-to icons and stuff. That's useful, actually. This is the keyboard. This is the status bar that we wanted right here. Let's go grab that and throw that in our keyboard dark. Keyboard 3D frame. So it's in the frame. Here it is. We'll go ahead and throw that on there. So that goes above. That goes above. I don't know exactly. I guess it goes like that. But then that feels like that's too... Does that look right? Let's delete that. Does that look right? That's a good question. I don't know how it's supposed to look. How many pixels? 20 pixels of padding. So maybe it's supposed to be like this. Yep, that's how it's supposed to be. Okay. Oops. Let's go over here to workout detail. Paste that in. And then we'll just move this under it like that. And delete the ruler because we don't need that. On the bottom, we won't need that. And we will need this instead, which is the new Android bottom bar, similar to iOS. Similar to iOS. And that will just go straight to the bottom. Just like that. And there you go. There is your stuff. It looks good. Let's continue on with this. So move that down, get rid of that, paste this in here. Just put that at the top and then put the, yep, perfect. Perfect. Down here, move that down, do that again. Chair squeaky. Perfect. This looks good so far. I like these UI kits a lot. I like them a lot. Great. Awesome, awesome. Get rid of that ruler. We don't need it. Should be good there. Now we just need to copy this. Which we need this on every screen. Not just the ones with the bottom bars. Because this goes... It's a system thing. Perfect. Perfect. And let's throw that over here as well. Great. Okay. That's good. There we go. That is like our Android scaffold that we have. Looks good. Looks good. That looks really good. Is it going to look good like this when we build it? Hopefully. That's the goal. That's the whole point of doing this, but you never know. Interesting. Okay, so they have that. Oh, they actually have just like scaffolds, like device frames and stuff. I don't really need that. Elevation would be good to know. Cool. Surface colors. There we go. There we go. Yep. Okay. What is that? Typography. That's M3 black. It's just black. Very cool. What is that typography though? M3 display small. I wish there was a way to copy these in. Actually, there might be. Can I do this? Where I go into here and then I do a text style, browse libraries. Nope, I don't have a library. How do I add it as a library? That's a good question. Publishing components. Interesting. Okay, too complicated for me. Don't care. Oh, we want body. What am I talking about? Not label. Probably title would be good. Title large. Headline large. Display large. Oh, well, it's actually kind of where I wanted to end the stream. I know it's a super short stream, and guess what? We didn't really get a whole lot done, but we moved over to Figma. We don't have any like actual UI. We just have system UI right now, but I'm kind of learning how Figma works and whatever. So I'm gonna actually end the stream here. We had a few connection problems and stuff earlier in the stream, but I think we figured that out, hopefully. I'm gonna try and do this a few times a week now, a few nights a week specifically. No rhyme or reason to it, just kind of, you know, as I get the time in between stuff or whatever. And actually, I'm going to try and, like I said last time, but this time I'm actually going to try and do it, is get a little bit of maybe something drawn out on paper now that we have the actual like structure to most of our screens, and see if I can bring those into Figma, and then we can actually make a design off of that. But kind of the thing with me is I don't own an Android device, so I don't really know how Android works, or not works, that's not true, how it looks or how it should look, or just like how a native app looks. I know how Android apps look, obviously. So that's something I'm going to probably do a little bit of research on in the off time of the stream, and get some wireframes or something, just a rough sketch on actual paper, take a picture of it, bring it into Figma, and then we'll kind of talk about it and see if I can get designs going for that specifically. That way I'll get a little bit more of actual ideas and not just like me fiddling around with stuff. But in the meantime, I hope this was at least a little interesting, and I will see you guys in the next stream.